In this video I'm going to share what it's like to visit the Eiffel Tower in Paris. I'm also going to share details of tickets to help you consider and plan your trip if you want to buy tickets in advance or buy tickets in the day. And if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll also share something different that you maybe didn't know about the Eiffel Tower. This was something I honestly didn't know, and yeah, it's really impressive and it's definitely something you want to check out. Paris is a very popular destination, and obviously there are reasons for this. And one of the most visited attractions is the Eiffel Tower. So when you visit, you're not going to be alone, it's going to be quite busy. Here you can see the sort of lines. If you have a ticket, you bought tickets in advance, it takes around 15 minutes for us to get to this line here is actually what you can see is leading to the baggage check. It took about 15 minutes because we had pre-booked tickets. If you didn't have pre-booked tickets, it took about 30 minutes, I would say. So one advantage of pre-booking your tickets. In terms of tickets, there are numerous options for tickets to visit the Eiffel Tower. I'll just explain some of them, or the main ones. You can take the elevator from the ground to the second floor, which we did. You can take the elevator from the ground to the second and then to the summit. You can take the stairs to the second, or you can take the stairs to the second and then the elevator to the top. And coming back down, you can also go back down from the second using the stairs, or you can go back down from the first using the stairs. So lots of different options. One thing you can't do is take the stairs all the way to the top. You can only take the stairs to the second floor. 674 stairs out of the total just over 1600, I think it is, to the top. So you can't walk straight to the top, only to the second floor. In terms of accessibility for those with reduced mobility, absolutely no problem at the Eiffel Tower. The only restriction is you can just do what we did, is go to the second floor. You can't go to the summit if you're in a wheelchair, for example. And here you can see some of the fit people taking the stairs up to the first level. After you've passed through the baggage security check, you actually enter the area at the base of the tower. There are 4 pillars, obviously in the Eiffel Tower. 3 of them are dedicated for visitors. I'll just show in a minute, this is, as you can see, quite a big area, but the lines for those that hadn't bought tickets in advance, the wait time when we were there was 1 hour 30 minutes, so something to bear in mind. I've tried to show here, you can see the line just snaking away ahead, and it's going to double back in itself. I have to say, quite orderly. I didn't see anybody, skipping the line or anything. It's obviously just there is a wait time for the escalators, so the queue is restricted by obviously people moving up the tower. So it took about 1 hour and 30 minutes, I believe, when we were there. Regarding the summit, when we were there, we heard there's a wait time of 1 hour 30 minutes to get an elevator back down from the summit. And they do limit numbers in the summit, and you can see here there was actually top floor was closed due to capacity. So again, something to bear in mind. You may have to wait a significant time to get a lift back down, and it may be actually closed. We went up the north pillar, and compared to the 90-minute wait in line for tickets, this is what you're faced with if you've pre-booked tickets. Here it was a 5 to 10 minute wait for an elevator up the north pillar. So a completely different scenario. So we definitely recommend, if you can, book your tickets in advance. Before we head up the tower, something else I just wanted to mention, and this is quite important. Tickets for the Eiffel Tower, if you want to buy them online, are released at midnight 60 days in advance. So this is what we did, and we knew our date we wanted to visit, so we booked 60 days ahead. And then during the 60-day period, they do release more tickets, but of course that is depending how many tickets are available, so it can't be guaranteed. So I'd highly recommend that you go on the website as soon as you have your date and try and book a ticket, obviously as far out as close to the 60 days as possible. I will include a link to the website in the description below. The actual process itself is really straightforward. Obviously here I'm going to pick a visit to the second floor, or you can select summit. You can go back and you can adjust these things. It tells you what your ticket gets. And then I've gone for trying a date sort of 30 days in advance, just to give you an idea of availability 30 days out. Already you can see there's no availability to travel on foot to the second floor, I only have the option to select take the lift from the ground to the second floor for €23.10. Obviously, if you wanted to take it on foot, it's just over €14, so quite a saving. So once you've selected your date, once you've selected your type of visit you want, then it'll just give you an option to book a time slot for arrival. Okay, back to the tower, let's head up the north pillar. The elevators at the Eiffel Tower are double-deck elevators, so here you can see the steps. We went to the upper elevator and we made our way up to the second floor. As I mentioned, we didn't go to the actual summit. We just thought the views from the second floor were stunning enough. Really nice views from up here. It can get quite busy, certainly on the second floor here. Some of the sort of narrower passages to move around can be quite congested. Also, you have people queuing to take the elevator from the second floor to the summit, and obviously coming back out of the elevator when they've came back down from the summit. So all in all, can be quite busy. Everybody's trying to vie for the best position to get videos, pictures, etc. So something to bear in mind. When you move inside the sort of area of the tower, completely different story. There's lots of areas to move around. There's a few seats, etc. Here you can see a set of the stairs for people moving up and down the tower on foot. You'll also find on the Eiffel Tower they have a large souvenir shop. They have cafes and toilets available. There is also free Wi-Fi available on the Eiffel Tower. We then decided to make our way down from the second floor to the first floor, taking the elevator. So if you only decide to go to the first floor, as you'll see just in a second, the views from the first floor are still really nice. A wee bit quieter down here, we thought, the first floor. I think the second floor and the summit are the two sort of popular ones. As you can see, a lot easier to move around. So yeah, we enjoyed a visit to both floors. Here you can see a view from the first floor. On the first floor you'll also find these information points, which were quite interesting, just on the history of the Eiffel Tower. So I promised you something spectacular that you may or may not know about the Eiffel Tower. And this finishes at 1 AM in the summer and 11 PM in the winter. But after nightfall, on the hour, every hour, this happens. And this lasts for 5 minutes, and it's, as you can see, it's definitely something you want to try and see if possible. What we did was we took a big bus tour, a night tour of the city, and here you can see it's getting dropped off so it's dark, but they start around 7 PM. There's a few of these companies in Paris, you'll see them, and they all arrange to then arrive at the Eiffel Tower a few minutes before the hour, so then you obviously get to see the light show. So that's one way you could do it, or obviously you could just jump on the metro and make your way over to the Eiffel Tower, make sure you're there sort of just before the hour, and you'll see the same thing. I do hope you've enjoyed the video, found the information useful. If you have, please consider hitting a thumbs up and a like, and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future content. Thanks very much for watching.